You just go and confirm.
How can you go and tell this? That's what they do. That is what we do.
Then what they say when you are some is a vertical party. You just go and confirm.
How can you go and tell this? That's what they do. That is what we do.
Then what they say when you are some is a vertical party. You just go and confirm.
How can you go and tell this? That's what they do. That is what we do.
Then what they say when you are some is a vertical party. You just go and confirm.
How can you go and tell this? That's what they do. That is what we do.
Then what they say when you are some is a vertical party. You just go and confirm.
How can you go and tell this? can't do it today. You will not do it.
Then what they say when we was some particular party.
Action. Fellow patriots, members of the New Patriotic Party, our national officers, members of the National Council of Elders, members of the National Council of Patrons, National Executive Committee members, our revered and strong minority group in Parliament, our respected presidential aspirants, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you warm greetings from the It is a tradition we have built, protected and refined over the years. And it is one that set us apart in Ghana's political history. I am fully aware of the tension and heightened emotions surrounding these elections. Competitive contest naturally generates anxiety and tension. Passion is expected. Strong opinions are inevitable. However, I wish to remind all of us that our strength as a party has never come from uniformity of ambition, but unity of purpose. Let me place on record, on behalf of the National Before I proceed to give important information concerning tomorrow's presidential primaries, if you all recall, after our painful defeat in the 2024 elections, the party undertook several activities in order to reorganize the party for us to recapture power in 2028. Key among these activities was the establishment of the post-2024 Election Review Committee, which was chaired by revered Professor Aaron Michael Gray, to go around the 16 regions and ascertain the reasons why the party lost the 2024 elections. After they had submitted their report, the party proceeded by forming an amendment committee chaired by the revered lawyer Frank Davis to bring into birth all the proposals that were brought to the review committee for us to amend our constitution to be in line with red time events and also for future activities. If you recall also, in July, the party went to Lagos to undertake several activities to amend several provisions in our constitution, and this saw to us giving the opportunity for our former constituency, regional and national officers to have a voting right in our party internal elections. This landmark decision was very important. It was a way of addressing apathy in our party, because over the years we've had people who have served as former executives who have always been at the back, feeling that they have been marginalized and have been forgotten by the party. This singular act has been able to energize the base of our party by them having the voting right. Again, the party also introduced what we refer to as Patriotic Institute to provide training activities for our party members. Key among it was for us to ensure that as a party, we position ourselves for the 2028 elections. With the establishment of the Presidential Elections Committee, chaired by our former Deputy Speaker, Honorable Joseph Osewusu, the committee's duty was to make sure that the processes of ensuring a free, fair and transparent elections was secured. And I'm happy to say that the work so far done by the committee has been one that has been applauded by many within the party and even outside the party, more so the presidential aspirants for showing gratitude for the work that the committee has done. Through the phases of verification, validation, exhibition, and even printing of ballot papers, our aspirants were never left in the dark. They were all part of the processes to make sure that in every step, they were all part of it to guarantee transparency, fairness, in our internal elections. As we go into the elections tomorrow, there are certain key information that I need to bring to our members so that we know what we are supposed to do tomorrow. Tomorrow we are expecting delegates of 211,849 across the country to cast their vote. And in this list, we have categories of people and where they are going to vote. For instance, for the national headquarters, those who will be voting at the national headquarters are members of the National Council, voting members of the National Executive Committee, all members of the National Council of Elders, 30 members of the National Council of Patrons, past national executives, all external branch delegates, special ring delegates, national TESCOM coordinator, former ministers, and deputy ministers who registered at the party headquarters. The following delegates shall vote at their respective constituencies or designated constituencies. There shall be 276 voting centers. With the 276 voting centers, we are expecting that all voting members of the Regional Executive Committee will vote, all former regional executives, all former members of the Constituency Executive Committees, all former constituency executives, all electoral area coordinators, 5 polling station executives in each polling station, all members of parliament, all party former card-bearing members of parliament, all former party card-bearing members, all former party card-bearing parliamentary candidates, former founding members who are signatories to the registration documents of the party at the Electoral Commission. TESCOM presidents and patrons shall cast their votes in the constituencies where their respective institutions are located. All regional TESCOM coordinators shall vote in their constituency designated for the regional executives to cast their votes. All former party card-bearing ministers and deputy ministers, except those who registered at the party headquarters. All former card-bearing MMDCs, 10 members from each of the Regional Council of Elders, 10 patrons from each region, 5 members of each Constituency Council of Elders, 5 patrons from each constituency. For the avoidance of doubt, regional executives, former regional executives, Council of Elders, patrons and regional TESCOM coordinators are supposed to vote in these respective designated voting centers. For Western region, regional officers, former regional executives, Council of Elders, patrons, regional coordinators shall vote as secondary constituency. Central region, the aforementioned group shall vote at People South. For Volta region, they shall vote at Post Central constituency. For Greater Accra, they shall vote at Kwale Krote. For Eastern region, they shall vote at New Durban South. For Ashanti region, they shall vote at Menchia South. For Western North, they shall vote at Seshuri also. For Ahafo, they shall vote at Esunafo North. For Bono, they shall vote at Sunyani West. For Bono East, they shall vote at Techima South. For Oti region, they shall vote at Kratch East. For Northern region, they shall vote at Tamale Central. For Savannah, they shall vote at Damamu. For Upper West, they shall vote at Wa Municipal, that is Wa Central. For Northeast, they shall vote at Nalebu Gambaga. For Upper East, they shall vote at Bongatanga Central. Ladies and gentlemen, there are also key information that I need to bring to your attention. As it has been indicated by the Elections Committee, that this election is and will be organized and conducted by the Electoral Commission. The Electoral Commission is the sole body that has been mandated to supervise the elections tomorrow. For issues of security, the Ghana Police Service, led by the IGP, will be in charge of security. Let me repeat this statement again. Security shall be handled by the Ghana Police Service. The party has not invited National Security, National Investigation Bureau, or any para-state institution to handle security tomorrow. Security will rest in the bosom of the Ghana Police Service. The party has not also contracted any private security or individuals to beef up security at the polling center. And we have given firm instructions to the Ghana Police Service that any unauthorized person who comes to the voting center to parade himself or herself as a security person should be accosted by the Ghana Police Service. So please let us take note. We want to make sure there is order at the polling center, and that is why we have given the security arrangement details and to secure our polling center by the Ghana Police Service. Again, delegates are also to take note that the party did not print any accreditation for delegates. But however, for any delegate who go to a voting center, you must provide proof of identity. And the proof of identity can be in the form of any national ID, i.e. your voter's ID, your passport, your Ghana card can guarantee as a form of identity for you. Likewise, your party ID card. You can also present your party ID card to the voting center. And we are also cautioning our delegates that no one has the right or no one should wear any attire of any of the aspirants.
Actually went for training with the Electoral Commission, and they gave us the specific guidelines. One, before we start voting, every candidate has a seal, a unique seal that needs to be put on the ballot box before voting. But the EC official refused that. She won't allow anyone to put the seal on. Again, we were told about 2 steps verification. We need to have one verification here, and the other one, the first verification, we have a party person and a representative from each candidate to verify the eligibility of the voter before we move on. But when we came, the EC is telling us they are doing a new method. No one is verifying them, it's just the police making sure there's law and order, then you go inside, which is wrong. Because that wasn't what we agreed on. Honorable has been sounding this that he wants fairness and justice. But when we come and you have training with us, and at the end of the day, things are being done differently. It's a whole lot.
I understand the issue about the seal as well.
Yes, we went to the commander, the district commander, and he appointed the EC woman. And she rather agreed with him. So she has allowed our agents to put the seal on, which shouldn't have been, because it should be before voting starts. So basically that is it. So now we are also on him for the verification, so that things are being done right. At the end of the day, whoever will be declared the winner, you know that the right process was followed and all is well.
Just the name.
Nana Kwame.
attached will be allowed which has a picture of any of the aspirants or which even has a number on that attire. You can wear your party colors, but take note that you are not supposed to wear any attire which projects a particular candidate or indicates a particular number to vote for. Again, the Presidential Elections Committee has also made it clear that the declaration of the results reside in the bosom of the Electoral Commission. Voting starts at 7 a.m. and it closes at 2 p.m. Afterwards, the Electoral Commission will proceed to count the votes at the various polling centers, and the results will be sent to the regions. The region will do their own collation before it comes to the National Electoral Commission office. After the Electoral Commission has declared the results, then officially the party will declare the winner of that elections, which is tomorrow. Fellow patriots, as a party, we have come at a very crucial moment. In order to win the elections in 2028, we need to understand that we have to carry each other. We need to understand that as a party governed by rule of law, as a party that believes in internal contest, this is something that our forefathers have been doing or did in the past. Many people will come into contest. Many people will show their interest to lead our party. But at the end of the day, it's only one person who will have the nod to lead the party as a flag bearer. Just as our predecessors did it in 1992, 1996, 1998, 2007, 2010, 2014, and 2023, and now 2026. The unity of the party has always been paramount. For us as a party, we must understand, irrespective of which candidate that you will support, tomorrow, after the close of polls, we should be able to close our rank and understand that we will need each other before we win the elections in 2028. I'm very optimistic. Looking at the figures from the 2024 elections, our problem and our threat was that those who voted for us in 2020 elections, about 2 million did not turn up to vote for us in 2024. But the positive aspect is they didn't go to vote for the NPP, which means that as a party, if we are able to address our issues and find reasons why our voters did not turn up to vote, I can assure you that 2028 will be a positive year for the New Patriotic Party. But no aspirant, no supporter of any aspirant should have at the back of his or her mind that when their candidate wins, that's the end of it. As a party, we need to come together and understand that it is the collective will, the collective effort of every member, the rank and file of our party, that will generate us or give us a victory in 2028. On this note, I want to assure you that the leadership of the New Patriotic Party remains committed to ensure that tomorrow's exercise becomes free, fair, and transparent. I've seen on several platforms people spreading some fake and propaganda news to the extent that some have rejected some ballot papers as being trumpeted. I can assure you that all these things are fake and they are not true. The Electoral Commission has in custody the ballot papers for tomorrow elections. And for every election, if you have a vigilant agent, you are rest assured that even if people have any intention, a vigilant agent should be able to prevent any person from patrolling any ill motive or agenda. And I can assure you that the leadership of their party after tomorrow's elections will be able and should be able and will bring all the aspirants or those who contested together. Because they also understand, just as they signed the peace pact, that they know that in unity, the party shall grow stronger. In unity, the party shall come back to power in 2028. There are several activities that are going to go on after this election, but we must quickly close our rank. It's the beauty of democracy, beauty of contest. You go to elections, you project your candidates, you do campaign for your candidate. By the end of the day, when the majority of our party people speak, that becomes the mouthpiece of our party. As a member of the New Patriotic Party, your number one loyalty should be with the party. Individuals may come, individuals may go, but the New Patriotic Party will continue to be the bigger elephant that all of us will follow. I wish all of you the best of luck. To our 5 gallant aspirants, you've done your best. You've gone around the 16 regions, you've gone to the constituency, you have campaigned. But the rest will be decided by our delegates tomorrow. Whatever the outcome, the party salutes you, the party is proud of you. But at the end of the day, as a member of the New Patriotic Party, that is where your loyalty should be. And for our members and our supporters, we thank you for how you have been able to conduct yourself up to this point. There has been excessive, there have been some harsh words that has been used. But as a party, we should be able to come back together. Whoever feels offended, whoever feels that a fellow party person might have stepped on toes, for the sake of our party unity, for the bigger picture of our party in 2028, we should be able to let bygones be bygones. We should be able, in the spirit of reconciliation, forgive one another. At the end of the day, when the elephant wins, all of us will benefit. Thank you very much and wish you a successful election tomorrow. God bless the New Patriotic Party, and we are the New Patriotic Party. We shall come back to power in grand style to win the election in 2020. Thank you and God bless us all. Makano Papa Kasem, the Battery Kasem Soso. Edikai, ye better Presidential Elections Committee for Asi. Now, Omapa so say, Omutimi, Atoto Norma, I'm a building preference, so you will see. Hello. Now, watch now, your Papa Twaba. Hello. And you can go with the party for 2028 elections. Try 1, 2. The quarter about 2024. The official and Saint Mianka. Hello. So part now, try 1, 2. Era Professor Michael Roque Dano. So Mopa Ghana for Nanya. Hello. Try 1, 2. Hello. Try 1, 2. You said, part no, as a constitution, Yamrano, a sacred cacra, Lady Big for Focamo. And pass to committee Era fan, Davis Dan, lawyer name. Etransim ye sano mani ya Emma July Ushia Woligon Emma ye a year we need friend amendment of our constitution. Cheno adia de bin sida say ye to aba ye presidential kane ansana election bi akabia yetimi ayi. Ebre do say ye to sana mono na manfo adwun yom na na so ne nipa dodo na tia se anama party ni to ye no na ya na papa. Baby, I will do no, she a party na yeno, a pobassi and watch now, a better about 270 constituencies, any national headquarters. Now, let's move you. A child lesson, sir, you have to know. Baby, I will try about the Bino over national headquarters. And then see, yes, or more better about national headquarters, members of National Council, or more members of National Executive Committee, are more voting rights. Members of National Council of Elders, or party headquarters. 30 members of the National Council of Patrons, past national executives, or National Headquarters. External branch delegates,